Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about books that I'm going to read in the month of November and the December. Some of the books that I have already read and some of the books I'm going to read. And if you have not followed me on the Instagram, then make sure you follow to get all the latest updates about the books, quotes and everything and about my life. So let's get into the video. The first book that I'm going to read is this one. It is an Amazon bestseller as well as the New York Times bestseller by the Sophia Kinston, The Burnout. It's a great book. It's a story, about a Sasha who is a truly over of it, work, friendship, and the burnout. Basically, the concept of the burnout and what is that about, and how she get into the burnout. What is the reason behind that? How she wanted to get out of the burnout. All of those things you will be able to understand in this book. Obviously, it's not a review. It's just that I have finished a few pages, and on that basis, I'm saying this book is currently helping me to understand what is the burnout and what exactly is about that. Next book we have Yes and I Love You. So this is the second book. This is based on the opposite to lover kind of trope, I will say. Last time we talked about all the tropes were all about friendship to the lover, but this trope is based on the specifically opposite. Like first the boy and girl are opposite, like they don't like each other, and ultimately they fall in love with each other. So that is a kind of a category this book contains, and it's again, she told herself the same story all over again, that she was awkward, anxious, and she will never be enough, she is never worthy. But when he found out, then everything changes. So that's the basically story about that. And if you wanted to read, you can read it. I will put the link in the description. This book also I am reading. I have not started reading it, but definitely this is going to be another great read. The next book we have, which is another comedy, a rom-com you can say, romantic plus little bit of comedy, and the book name is this, Life is Not a Romantic Comedy, with a series of heartbreak by the sadly successful TV script writer and the late night TV comedian show, has long search for the love. So she wanted to feel the love, she wanted to get into the love, she wanted to marry, she wanted to date someone, but her story or her life is nothing like a romantic series. So everything, as she is also a script writer, so there is so much of good quotes that you are going to find in this book. Somehow, like there is this one quote at the page of 68, which says that some of those things holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it's letting go. So like there are so many good quotes that you are going to find in this book. The cover does not look good, to be honest, and I don't know, even I have not liked the cover. Let me know what do you think about the cover. Actually I have not liked the cover, but let's be honest, the book can be good because this comes from the romantic to the comedy genre, a rom-com genre where it contains romance as well as the comedy. So let's figure out how this book going to be, and I will talk about this book in our next video probably, or you will see this book on the shorts if I like that book. So make sure you check out our all videos in the shorts channel, where we are doing the very small review of each and every. The next book, which is into the non-fiction category, and I really wanted to read this book after watching Ali Abdal's video. The book name is nothing than The Diary of a CEO. If you have heard his podcast, the podcast name is The Diary of the CEO, like the YouTube channel. And Steven does a really great job by bringing a lot of people on his podcast. So make sure you check out his podcast as well. And this book is all about that podcast and whatever he learns from that book, whatever he learned from the different CEO. As the name suggests, the diary of a CEO. So what will be a diary of a CEO? So everything that you will see in this book. So it is not about a business strategy or challenges in the season. This book is about something very permanent. These are the fundamental laws of insurance excellence. So if you want excellence in life, then you should definitely read the book. I'm midway in this book, and you will also find a lot of quotes and everything in this book, like at the top, at the bottom. You will see a lot of things, like there are a few graphs also, if I'm not wrong. In the last book also he included some of the graphs and the chart. See, this one is another great quote that you will say, which says that to be considered the best of your industry, you don't need to be the best at any one thing. You need to be good at a variety of things. So which says really good things that you are going to understand from this book. And you will see this review on the Instagram, so make sure you follow me on the Instagram and check out our WhatsApp channel as well to join the community. The next three books, which is the launched in the this month, and I'm really thankful for the Penguin India for sending all of those copies for me. And those are one of my favorite authors, one of my favorite books. That's the reason I really wanted to read. First one is Jhumpa Lahiri's book, which is Roman Stories. Obviously, I'm a really big fan of Jhumpa Lahiri's writing. Her so many books I really liked and so many books I really enjoyed. And this is one of that book which, you know, literally going to help you a lot to understand her different writing style and everything. If you have not read any book by the Jhumpa Lahiri, then I highly suggest you to go and read this book because it is just amazing and it will help you a lot to just make you a better, to understand the fiction stories and the Roman stories at the end of the day. I'm yet to read this book, but this is the first book that I'm going to read. Second, by none other than our Sudha Murthy, Common Yet Uncommon. So in the stories of this book, I portray a bunch of uncommon personalities. They were a part of my growing up journey, and each character and their stories is a kind of a thread, to make the people better. So Common Yet Uncommon, I'm yet to finish this book, but as the name suggests, it's the story of her personal life where she met a lot of people, and she whatever she learned from those people, she has included in this book. So let's figure out how this book is in our next video. And the last book, which is one of my favorite thing that we do a lot on the Instagram, is the poems, because poems is something that I really enjoy, because poems help you to understand a lot in a very small paragraph, small stanza, small words, and that's everything about poems. And I have the book called By the Gulzar, which is the book Triveni. If I'm not wrong, Triveni is the name of this book. And doors are locked, windows are closed. Then how dreams enter the room? The vent, sleep must be open. So like this is just amazing. Like it will just contains the poem. कभी कभी बाजार में यूं भी हो जाता है, कीमत ठीक थी, जेब में इतने दाम नहीं थे, ऐसे ही एक बार तुमको हार आया था. So like this contains just a poem, a lot of poems, and you will see only poems on this book. And I really enjoy reading poems because poems is something very short and it's really fun to read those books. So these are all the books that I'm going to read in the next month, next 2 months. Obviously there will be more books that we are going to make a big video about best books I read in 2023, books you should read in 2024. These are the few ideas I have to make it. I wanted to make it a little bit different this time, so let me know, do you have any ideas that what kind of videos you are looking for into the comment section, so we can make it better. And wait for all of these videos before buying this book, that you are going to enjoy it. Before we leave this video, make sure you join our WhatsApp channel, then newsletter, as well as follow on the Instagram to get more and more updates about all the latest books and videos. So that's all for the today's video. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.